Hola, hello, bonjour, RageQuitters. This is Greg's, and this is The Division. I know, this was on my top 5 list of games I really do not give a shit about, but I didn't give a shit about buying it. I had my suspicions about the game being far too repetitive based on the beta, which was quite foolhardy really, because it really didn't give you a taste of the game at all. This game was gifted to me by a friend. Thank you very much, Sniper, you're awesome. As you can see, I've maxed out my character. I've got over 2 days played in, which is quite mad really. I'm level 22, 21 and a half in the Dark Zone, so I'm getting some pretty awesome gear. As you can see, all my current weapons are golds, which is basically high end. This is the best you can get. There are a few improvements I could make. Well, there's a lot of improvements I could make. So let's just have a little mess around, shall we, in the game. I'm not going to go for all the options because they're pretty much the same as before in the beta. So let's go for it. I can say one thing: this is a very good PC port. It runs extremely well, even on my modest rig. Quite impressed with the graphics. The graphics are amazing, really, considering it's a massive open world. There's very little loading, only a few transitions here and there to a data zone and some other bits and pieces, but you know, it's impressive. It's very impressive indeed. They've sort of planned out the first year's release with DLC, which is the first batch is coming in April, which is looking promising. It's looking very promising.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
This is me. Looking rather badass. I'll go through the positives first. There are a lot of positives. Game runs butter smooth, even on my crappy rig. I'm on a GTX 970, 4GB GPU, i7 960 quad-core.
You are now leaving the safe area.
12GB of DDR3 RAM, Sound Blaster Z for sound. So I finished all the main missions, finished the story. Got all the gear I need at the moment. So I've unlocked all my abilities. Okay. I do need to tweak these. I've not really done much with these, but hopefully there's some build guides, because I'm not really good at sort of getting the best build with the gear. So it's a classic tale of Diablo again for me, because I like the game. I've played it tons of times, but I do need help on building stuff, so that's good. I've got the Vector gun, which is supposedly the best gun in the game, and I've also got this bad boy, which is a nice gun. Again, this is a high-end gun, so I've got a few mods missing here, so I need to tweak that. But yeah, those who love numbers and collecting loot are going to love this game. So with this Vector, it's got some properties that, although the primary DPS isn't massively high, it's got some properties that will actually yield better damage. It's pretty much I won't say carbon copy, but it's very reminiscent of Diablo 3's skill tree, and well, not skill tree, but the way the gear works and all the bonuses on the gear works. It's pretty cool. Same with the other gear. You've got all the stuff at the left, right hand side with all the bonus attributes. But yeah, people who love RPGs and love tweaking gear are going to love this. The animations are superb on the main character. The animations on the NPCs are not. It's not too bad, but the animations on the guys you actually fight, again the NPCs, the guys, it's quite amusing. There's some really cool animations, like how they dive out of cover into cover, dive away from grenades, fall over. It's just really, really well done. Oh gosh,
we'll make it through this with people like you.
Yeah. The audio is very nice, very punchy. The controls are very well done as well. And what the hell is that? Okay. Weird. Anyway. Yep. And we've got some cleaners over here. Let's have a look at one of our skills. It's my buddy Bouncy Ball. Yeah, pretty much kills them straight away. As you see, I'm a little bit overpowered on this level. You can actually shoot out the canisters on the back and they go boom. Glorious. So as you can see, the animation is quite smooth. The controls are very clicky, responsive. It's got a really good cover system, as you can see. So if I just hold down the A button, just run into cover over there. The only downside with the cover system is not everything you see can be snapped to. So there's some parts of the scenery that looks like it can be snapped to, but it can't, and it can be a bit confusing when you're in the midst of a heavy firefight. But it's not bad. It's kind of like a Splinter Cell Conviction enhanced cover system. Oh, dogs. Of course, you get dogs, and you can see the snow's gathering on the dog. Oh, so cute. The audio is very nice, authentic sounding weapon sounds, very punchy. The music is very cool as well. It reminds me of Deus Ex or maybe even Blade Runner, sort of like a noir, sort of tech noir sort of theme. If that makes sense. Whatever. So what else have we got? Missions. As you can see, you've got quite a few missions to choose from, but most of them have been completed. Once you complete the game, you do it in daily missions where you can actually replay old missions, but you can play them on a hard setting, so you get like a bonus, which is great. It adds a bit more sort of longevity to the game. You can fast travel to safe houses. You can fast travel to your base of operations, which is where you start off the game. Well, not start off the game, but you eventually, 10-15 minutes after the main game, you end up paying you to upgrade it, which is pretty good fun. It's not as grindy as I thought. This whole game is a big surprise to me. It's not as good looking as the initial reveal trailer. That's a given, but just look at it. I mean, it's far from shit looking. It's it's really good, and it runs really well. And considering my hardware, it runs really well. As you can see, I've completed everything here. Everything's nice and cool, looking really good and polished and shiny and super duper. You get bonuses by unlocking certain elements that you can salvage for scrap. You get ammunition refills, you get special ammunition, you can shop for high-end weapons.
It seems a little out of place.
Nice to see you made it back.
Yeah, I get a few texture streaming issues sometimes. I think it's because I'm on an older hard drive. I don't know what it is. So initial thoughts, well, I suppose after 2 days of playing, you're way past the initial thoughts process. You've pretty much drawn a conclusion if you like the game or not, which, after that amount of time, it's...
Hey, anything
you don't like it, then you don't spend 50 hours playing a game, really, do you? But, at least we've given it a chance. So you can buy stuff off vendors, which is... you're probably best just crafting stuff. As you can see, you've got crafting blueprints if you want to craft your own stuff. Of course, you need Phoenix credits, which is what you get. There's a little icon to the bottom right hand corner where it says wallet. These are Phoenix credits. You can get those in the dark zone.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
Better you than me.
So the AI is pretty cool for the most part. I've seen it do some really dumb stuff, and I've just seen it do some really cool stuff. As you can see, I've just got a bit of loot there, which is also with the loot system. Just because it's green, it's not as high, and doesn't mean to say it's useless. Like I said, all loot has its own properties, which combined with your skill set can make it quite lethal. So like I said, I've not spent a lot of time messing around with my my gear and my configuration, so that's the next step. I'm going to be doing some more Dark Zone, get my gear that I need, get a decent level in the Dark Zone and sort of tweak things. At the moment I'm doing pretty okay, and as you can see, all this shit I've basically salvaged from the Dark Zone. Sent it to my stash, which I need to go through and sort it all out and get rid of stuff I don't need. When you go to the Dark Zone, you get stuff in your extracted. Oh, I need to enter this as well. Look, this is all from last night, which I've not even touched. It's crazy. So yeah, let's go to a bit of Dark Zone goodies, shall we? I won't show you any more missions, so I don't want to spoil it for people. But I'll just show you some Dark Zone stuff and see how, just show you how it works. It's really interesting actually, and it makes for some really tense moments. I would say you're best playing with this with people you know, people you trust, because it's people could be very what's the word? Twatty about stuff. You don't normally see people just killing people without any gear, because when you pick up an item in the Dark Zone, you'll get a little pack on just below your backpack. You get a little pack, a little yellow pack, which basically means you've got gear. And people will just shoot you if they see you sometimes. It depends who you're playing with, or it depends who's on the server. You do get some complete dickheads, but you know, you get that with every game. Every online game you get dickheads, which, you know, it's part of gaming culture, really, you know, unfortunately. Let's have a quick look around.
Gotta be something better than this.
I've also got this pistol, which is pretty badass.
You look a little lost.
So I will be doing a review on this as well on the website. This is just a quick playthrough, quick impressions video, I suppose. Let's see. Ah, I can't shoot innocents, that's a shame. So the story, it's not going to win any awards. You know, it's lunatic has just basically infected the whole of New York.
Nice work liberating Russian territory.
And you've got to go
Повезло мне тебя встретить.
get things back in order. It's not going to win any awards. The character development is pretty non-existent. I didn't really remember anybody apart from the Chinese woman you start the game with. There are some nice touches like telephone recordings you can pick up. You can get more information on what actually happened with echoes, which is like a reconstruction of certain events that take place in the city. They're quite cool to watch. They're some of them are a bit grisly actually. They're quite disturbing in areas. But the actual storyline is amazing.
We need you.
You know, it's fairly self-explanatory and fairly run-of-the-mill. Uplay can be a bit of a bugger as well. Sometimes it can go down because this is an online-only game. You need to be online 24/7 if you're playing it, which is a bit shit. You know, Ubisoft could have added an offline version just to play the main campaign offline. You know, just lock out the Dark Zone and just have it available offline if the server's down.
Active echo beacon detected.
I'll show you an echo. Where is it? Is it gone? Yeah, they could have added an offline mode, I'm pretty sure of it. And just sync up your character when the servers come back up, you know, once it's established a connection, sorry. Fucking die, prick bastard. What? Yes. I played a controller, so that's my excuse. The controls, like I said, they're very snappy, nice and sappy, and feel really good. They feedback well on the keyboard and mouse, also on the controller. So yeah, happy with it. And I'm glad I've got it. I'm glad I've got the game, because I'm looking forward to the future content. You know, they're going to add trading, they're going to add sort of end game missions, they're going to add PvE, PvP stuff, they're going to add a shitload of other stuff in their sort of year-long commitment to the game. So that was uncalled for, you piece of shit.
That was easy.
So you got your grenades as well.
He's still hiding. Gonna blow.
Just reinforces your
That should be an easy kill.
cover, and also gives resistance and heals you up. You can mod your skills as well, which is cool.
Hey, Just taking care of business.
Take care of you piece of shit. Come here. Ooh, blue. Nice. So you do get zones that are quarantined, so you do have to wear a mask, otherwise you just die. And different levels have got different level of mask requirements. You can also shut doors on cars, which is awesome. I mean, just look at this, it's just amazing. The nighttime areas are just so nice as well. When the night falls over the map,
available for playback
cool.
nearby.
The lights, the radiosity, the lights and the steam and the smoke is just really cool. The issue a lot of people have had with the enemies have been too bullet spongy. One thing I can say to that is it's an RPG. You play Diablo and you play it on Torment X with a character that's not focused on power, you know, DPS, then you are basically, it's the same thing, bullet sponge, but it just happens to be a third-person shooter set in a realistic environment, so you would expect realistic damage models, I suppose. But I think it is by design, and I was guilty of sort of that as well when I was playing the beta. It's too bullet spongy and stuff, but it makes sense. You know, they'll get less bullet spongy the more better your gear gets, which makes total sense to me, and I'm fine with it. You know, it's the way the game is. It's an RPG, so yeah. Right, let's jump into the Dark Zone. Let's see what's going on there, and I shall leave you with that. Let's just teleport to it. It's the closest place. So hopefully we're going to expand the map as well, because this is a really, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a large world we're in, but the actual whole of New York, I mean, is it even technically possible to do this for the whole of New York, you know, virtual New York, and have it load into one seamless world? I don't think it is, I don't think so, but what we've got is really impressive.
You're back behind. Here we go.
And the lighting as well is just absolutely superb, it's sublime. Can I get in that way? And the game's remarkably stable as well. I've not had any crashes. In fact, I don't think I've had a single crash. It's really well done. There's so much going on detail-wise, it's crazy. Watch this. Not bad for an open world game at all. Not bad at all. I'm just a sucker for eye candy. I love it. Oh, yeah, we're close to the eye. There we go. This is a new zone of sword to show.
Don't waste my time.
So this
Take a look. I got everything you need.
oh, there's a place where you can actually get loads of mods. Looks like my stash capacity is nearing its limit. Shit. So I'm not gonna be able to extract much.
Stupid. Over here.
Shut up. I can hear some goings on out here. Let's have a look.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Dark Zone.
Backup activated.
I think it's a
System
story genius,
rebooted.
to be honest. I mean, some people could play it a lot different to others.
Warning, now entering Dark Zone.
Team up with your buddies and you just have so much fun getting loot, helping other players. You know, you don't have to be a douche all the time. You can help other players. Or if you're going to be a douche, just, you know, gives you the option to be a douche. There we go. Just look at it. It's amazing. Look at that. Jesus. Come on, let's find some bad guys. Yeah, I've not got an anti-aliasing in there because it just, for me, it's not worth the trade-off for performance. I like to have reasonably smooth game experience. Yeah, there's definitely shit going on over here.
Warning.
Oh yeah.
Now entering a contaminated area.
This might be a bit hard for me. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Ready to die!
That's my special skill.
Look out, people!
So I mean about certain areas not being able to snap on to cover. So I would have thought it could have been. But there's two factions fighting here. That's cool. Is that a player? That's a player. There we go. So this cool. Meet other players just randomly and you can help them out. Yeah, there's a lot of going. Oh, did he die? So you get. Why is my controller vibrating like a motherfucker? He's run away, the pussy. Jesus Christ. I can hear somebody. Huh. Of course, you get people who go rogue. This is signified on the map as a red skull, which
Exiting the contaminated area.
basically I want to try going rogue, I suppose, just to see what it's like, and I imagine you get so much abuse because it is a troll thing to do, really. Nice. Oh, more guys, more guys. A lot more guys. Oh, sniper that. Suck on this. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh dear, that's probably a good time to call it. Anyway, this is The Division, available for the PC, Xbox One and PS4. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, thumbs down if you didn't. Cheers, see you later, bye.